this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. And the Rebels will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bobcats offense will start this game off. And as this star running back comes onto the field, everybody in the stadium knows he's going to get it. The defense knows it. Doing something about it is quite a different thing.
It's hard to stop him. He's hard to handle because he can do it in so many ways. He can run by you. He can run through you. He really has the whole package, and that's why he's a superstar, and that's why they'll feed him early and often.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Hines is back in the middle. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. And the Bobcats in the hurry up.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for a first.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored and you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. Makes the grab. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Texas State. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Ole Miss offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
At midfield, he's got room. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw. Stands in and takes the hit. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Here comes the offense on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires on the move. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. And it's right down the boulevard. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that that we just saw, which can help them.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Bringing it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
On the run, still looking. It's caught downfield. Open runway ahead. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone.
10, Texas State, 7.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hand and let him.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. You know, the entire concept of the play-action fake is to slow down the rush. Didn't work.
No, they didn't bite on it, which was great defense. They didn't bite on it. They knew it wasn't a run, played pass, continued to get to the quarterback and get the quarterback on the ground.
Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. The Bobcats will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Slips through the line, and he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, we don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And the defense brought the blitz on third down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Back to throw, it's Everett. What precise footwork along the sideline to get that toe down from the catch. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Getting some heat. They get to him as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Using his feet to buy time. He throws one to the left. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a fourth down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that fourth down.
Not much room. He gets one down to the 7.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Rebels.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll give it to the back. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Off the play fake. Finds a spot in the middle. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 of the 19. And the Bobcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to the ground. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll go right back to it. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
The best running backs are the guys that can just snip out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
17, Texas State.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Finds his tight end. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. They get to the line quickly.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
The Rebels have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield, it's Everett. Quickly complete. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. The sure hands, it's Harris. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. gets it out quickly. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Powers forward. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away.
Texas State, 14.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Complete downfield. You're not getting him on the ground. Still on his feet. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bobcats.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Leaves it with the back. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow in 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Wide out in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block.
Trying to beat the D deep. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Ole Miss, 31. Texas State, 21.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Brings it down on the right side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. He's going to pass. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. He's going to take off. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming. Well done.
The Bobcats getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Everett. He'll pull it down. Turns it on at midfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup, looking for a huge play. Snags it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. And the Bobcats will boot it away to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's complete. A huge pickup. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Looking to go up top on first down. He'll take another shot here. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. No step back at week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
That makes the score. Ole Miss 45, Texas State 20.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. The Bobcats are in the hurry up. They try to pop a run on the draw. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. And the Bobcats will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed, working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Quarterback on the keeper. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Rebels are on the move. From the gun, give on the inside.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting where he's blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Rebels get enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright.
Touchdown, Rebels! And the pummeling has started. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run.
Texas State, 28.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point in the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding, offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First down for this offense. He'll do it himself.
Well, the design QB run is now a staple play in college football, and it's because they get more blockers involved. And when you got athletes like this playing the quarterback position, it's a no-brainer. Just let him go do work. You saw on that play.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield, making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. Worked its way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. He wants to throw. Finds his man in the middle.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Going for 6. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Wants to go up top. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Texas State, 36.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Makes a move. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing, you've got guys swiping at it. You've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Feeling some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Got his man on the right. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. The Bobcats moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th play.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's going to fire deep. Makes the catch down the right side. He's loose. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And the stomping has commenced. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Ole Miss, 59. Texas State, 36.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense getting set for first down. Handoff from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to listen. O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. They need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
And they're able to get him on the ground. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Got the back over the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. It's complete to the left. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. He'll just keep slinging it. Moving out of the pocket. At the 40, there he goes. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Got his man in the middle. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Steps away to find some room. Going to try to get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texas State.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Trying to bully their way in. This time, he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the 2-point conversion, but was denied. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. This offense has a 2nd down play. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Across the 35. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Inside the 25. They'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Got a wide open receiver. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a 1st down at the 12. They're trying to get to it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The 1st down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. And he will step out of bounds, but what a way to get the ball back for his offense. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Give to the running back. Gets him away from trouble. That's a pickup of 6. Mark it at the 10. The Bobcats want to pick up the tempo. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And that one's incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. I mean, you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
3rd and short. They've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Unloads to the  Catch in the middle. It's Reinbold. Got a lot of running room. 20. Touchdown, Bobcats. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, man, what a game-changing tight play. The offense is rolling the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a first down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way, coast to coast on that touchdown.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Got some room to run. Past the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Bobcats.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Georgia Southern has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Freedom took flight in the pregame, but this has been a good one inside Paulson Stadium. They are up by 12 over the Pandas. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He finds his man. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Rebels are in the red zone. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They're getting this guy lathered up. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, it's Everett. Pocket starts to collapse. Using his legs to buy some time. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
66, Texas State, 56.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. A strike downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
Incomplete. It leads to second down.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Took a shot as he threw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. The offense lining up for a first down play. To the air, it's Everett. Sends it downfield. And it's caught inside the 20. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Makes the grab. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Trying to power it in. Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Going up top on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your